Hey guys, it's Maurice and I'm back with another video. And today's quick chat is going to be about the revival of Mob Wives, or should I say, possible revival of Mob Wives. So I was on the phone with one of my best friends before bed, and that's actually where I was headed at before I decided to do this video. He was asking me, "Did you hear about what they're doing with Mob Wives?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "They're bringing it back," and I'm like, "Well, they've been saying that for years that they're bringing back Mob Wives," and he's like, "Well, this time they're for real about bringing back Mob Wives." So he sends me over the article. So I'm going to read part of the article right now with you guys. So it says, TMZ have learned networks are currently looking to make a reboot happen, partly due to the surge of the mob wife aesthetic trends that's going around. Sources say Renee is set to star in the reboot, while other OG cast members may be making cameos. Though the lineup is unconfirmed, one person who is 100% not returning to the show is the show's breakout star and OG, Drita. She tells TMZ she was asked to make an appearance, but she made it clear she has no interest in it at all. Drita also says she is focusing on current projects, including House of Villains season 3, which is airing soon in February. Now, in my honest opinion about Mob Wives was one of VH1's most violent shows. That is one of the shows that I think that is like definitely not scripted. I think that that entire show is real. They, I, it's what to me season 2 was the best season of that show, and if I'm being honest, what would make them want to revive Mob Wives? Like no shade, no shade. I'm just being honest. Like what would be like the premise of them bringing it back? A lot of VH1 shows when Mob Wives came out. Let me just say it's like this: when Mob Wives first came out, they came out in 2011, around the era of 2010 to 2015 or even 2016 was the reality shows were at the most lucrative to any and every network. You had shows about everything. You had the housewives, you had the racing wives, you had basketball wives, football wives, baseball wives. You had Hollywood exes, which followed the lives of celebrity ex-wives or ex-girlfriends. A really great show. That show was seriously about sisterhood, and I really wish they would bring that show back, honestly. And then you had Mob Wives, which followed the lives of women who were in or had any association to the mob. A lot of their fathers or husbands were in the mob, and that show was crazy. They had a spinoff for the one in Chicago, and that one right there got canceled. I don't even think they got a reunion. I still watched it though, but in my honest opinion, can Mob Wives stand in this day and age of television? A lot of shows have been around, a lot of reality shows, should I say, have been around and they have fizzled out. We just learned just a few weeks ago, or maybe a week and a half ago, that Basketball Wives was no longer returning. And a month before that, we found out that Love and Hip Hop Miami was canceled after this season finished airing. After the second part of the season finished airing, and there's rumors going around that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, which is Love and Hip Hop's strongest spinoff, is possibly being ended after this new season that they're about to actually come out with. And so it's like it just leaves like Bravo. What is it that Bravo is putting in their TV shows to make their shows so lucrative versus the other ones? I don't know, but we'll get back to that in a later video. And I do want to talk about the cancellation of Basketball Wives. I just don't want to get into that tonight. But with Mob Wives, can Mob Wives stand to be on TV in this day? Back in from 2013 to like 2015, it was more so about drama and physical altercations on TV. That's around the time where people were throwing drinks on each other. They were actually fighting and so forth and so forth. But we have transitioned from watching reality TV from that way to now we are watching reality TV on how to see people banter back and forth verbally. We like to see people fight verbally with their words. You know what I'm saying? And on Mob Wives, they weren't really that good at that. Like no shade. Like they were not the best at that. They basically like they threw fists. Like they fist fought like on Love and Hip Hop. You see them fight, but they're not like really fighting. Like they're like pulling here and probably you may get like a 1-2 in there, but like that's really it. On Mob Wives, they fist fought. And I don't think that that type of show would. I don't think that Mob Wives would be able to have a successful revival in this day and age. I'm not saying that it cannot happen. I'm just saying that it would be hard for them to get into a revival this day and age. And I think that they kind of fell off when rest in peace, Big Ange, when Big Ange passed away. She was my favorite Mob Wife. I remember her death like it was yesterday because that was like that was one celebrity passing that really took a toll on me. I was still in high school when she passed away, and I remember watching Wendy Williams break down on TV, crying because Big Ange died, and I was like depressed for like a week. I remember going to school and I'm just like I didn't even want to talk. Like and then like when they did Mob Wives Last Stand, I didn't even want to watch it because I'm like, this is like the end of an era. Like first Hollywood X's and now at the time it was Hollywood X's and then they had Hollywood X's and Atlanta X's and then Mob Wives went away and I was just like, wow, so we really only have one TV show that's supposedly about sisterhood, which was Basketball Wives, because the Miami version was on hiatus at the time where they ended up moving to LA and changing the name just to Basketball Wives, and they canceled Basketball Wives LA. But personally, in my honest opinion, if it were to come back out, I would watch it because season two of Mob Wives was one of the best seasons, and to follow up with season two of Mob Wives, they had one of the best reunions with Joy Behar from The View hosting the reunion. That was like one of the best seasons of Mob Wives of all times. That's one of the best seasons of any ensemble reality show that VH1 has ever put out. Personally, in my honest opinion. Now, I would like to see like how they move forward with this revival and like how they would go about bringing on new people versus some of the cameos from the originals. But I also do know that Renee's sister is the creator of Mob Wives. She is like the Mariah Hugg, Shawnee O'Neal of Mob Wives because she created the show and she is like a producer on that show. So I would be curious to see how that show stands out today and age. But I don't know. You guys tell me. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys think that Mob Wives could come back in this day and age? Do you guys think that it will hold up against the machine that Bravo has? You tell me. Again, thank you guys for watching my video. You guys have a great night. Peace.